All right, am I live? What's going on? Let's find out, I guess. Or let me get my microphone over here. Okay, hold on. What does it look better like this? Does it look like it's more in the shot? Okay, hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear me, and I am live. So it's been a while since I've kind of used this field of view here. So I'm going to just kind of mess with any type of settings. I wish it was like live stream on your phone, so you can add filters and whatnot. But I guess I'm just doing this just to talk to you guys over here. So, so while I'm waiting for people to come into the chat, let me explain to you what this live stream exactly is for, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is in response to Tito Escobar's, or AO Tito, or Tito is what I like to call him. Right, his name's Rob, but anyway, his he did a Facebook stream, or not a Facebook, but a YouTube stream this past week, and it was about Facebook and the Instagram outage that happened last week. So I'm not sure if any of you guys are aware of what happened, if any of you guys use those social media channels, but Facebook and Instagram, they went down. It was giving a lot of users problems. Not everybody. I think it was just some of the users, not all the users, because I was still able to see people make comments and posts and stuff like that, etc., like that. But for the most part, if you weren't, if you're not a consistent user, you probably wouldn't have noticed. So he made that video, right? And he was just making some points saying, like, how kind of dependent we are when it comes to social media. And I'm hoping, hold on, let's see if we can share this really quick, and we'll get it going right here. I got one like there you go. But yeah, for the most part, he was making some pretty valid points, saying, like, why or how are people so dependent when it comes to looking at social media and having to be consistently looking at it, right? Look, I got one viewer now, finally. Yeah. Okay. So again, Facebook and Instagram are probably two of the most used social media outlets that are in the world. I mean, aside from Twitter, those are basically like the big three, and then you have whatever apps are out there that people are kind of getting into. I got two people watching. Say hello, everyone. Make sure you say hi in the chat below. So, I thought about it, right, and I kind of agreed with Tito that it's these social media things are kind of becoming a part of our daily lives, when in reality, we should really not be using them for what people are actually using them for. So, me, for instance, I find myself constantly checking, again, Twitter, Facebook, even YouTube now. Okay, so YouTube, for instance, it's a little different for me because I like to see what the content creators that I follow are updating, if anything, and not all of the content creators upload daily. So it's not like one of those. What's up, George Macias? How's it going, man? George Macias, what's up? Let me take a sip of my drink. But anyway, so it just kind of makes you think, like, why do we have to waste so much time on social media? Like, if there wasn't social media now in 2019, what would people be doing? I remember before there was smartphones, to be actually on social media, you actually had to sit down on a computer or laptop, and you had to basically sit down and kind of scroll through people's actual updates and stuff like that. And if you wanted to look at pictures, there was no Instagram 10 years ago. There was there was Facebook, obviously, but even then Facebook probably wasn't as big in 2009 as it is now. People still use Facebook, but it's the integration of what it is now is not what it was back then. So me personally, I used Facebook back then to mostly just keep in contact with close friends, family, etc. And that's still the case, right? Where we're using these social media outlets to keep in contact with our friends. But recently, I was looking at my Facebook page, and I noticed that I had close to 1,000 people on my friends list, and I was like really shocked. I was like, what the heck? How do I have close to almost 1,000 friends on here when I know I don't even talk to maybe like more than a handful of those people, right? Not including family, etc. Ooh, excuse me. I had some food just a while ago. But since people are here, let me see if I can join in. Let me see if I can share this live stream like on my Twitter or something like that, just because I want to make sure that I get all my stuff shared on Facebook and whatnot. Want to see if we can get a few viewers to chime in tonight, I guess, and join in on the chat, guys, if you guys want. I mean, I would appreciate it. I want to get y'all's feedback on, how much time we waste on social media, etc., like that. So let me see. Share on a page. B-Tech reviews. Check out my live stream. Okay, let me go ahead and share this to my Facebook really quick. So while we're here, I'm just sharing my live stream, guys. So again, it is late. It's a Tuesday night. I just got out of work a little while ago, and I just really wanted to get on here and post a video since I haven't really been doing a lot when it comes to my tech reviews as of late. But I do want to just kind of reach out to you guys that do like to watch my live streams, and hopefully at least try to do a little bit more live streams. I'm gonna close the door over here really quick. So 1 second. I don't know how my dog knocked this down. See how that goes. Turn on a fan. All right, so I'm back here. Determined veteran. Social media is something that should be used as a tool to market content, especially for small businesses. So originally, if you look at Facebook, it really wasn't. It's a huge marketing website now, if you think about it, and it's you see businesses on there that are promoting their business. So when Facebook went live, when it came to putting out its stock, Mark Zuckerberg was a genius, man, because he used that to his advantage, because Facebook had such a wide array of people using its websites and apps. So it's like, why not throw in all this marketing and video crap to go along with it, and people are going to pay us to market their crap for them, right? So at the end of the day, yes, social media, I kind of agree that it could be used as a tool for things like that, to that extent. But at the same time, there is such a thing as just people wanting to communicate with people, and that's it. I hate that I log into Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and I'm seeing all these ads and just these useless videos that I really don't care to see. And it's just really gotten to the point where like I kind of don't want to use Facebook anymore, or even like apps like Instagram or Twitter, because it's just become so political now. Like that's all I see is people just ranting about politics, whether you're on one side or the other. People. I get that people have an opinion, and that eventually you see enough to where it kind of just it gives you a snap to the finger, and you kind of get annoyed by what you see, and you kind of have to finally eventually say something. Me personally, I try not to argue with friends or family when it comes to stuff like that, just because I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to burn any bridges between any of my family and friends. I really, whoever's on my friends list, I care about you, whatever, etc., like that. Same thing here. There are so many YouTubers that like to go on and rant about things that are very controversial. Not so much me. This is a controversial thing for me, if you think about it, I guess. Looks like we got some more viewers coming in. So if you guys are joining in on the live stream, please say hi in the comments below. Rose Gotcha Sketch says, Domo Regato, Mr. Roboto. So Rob Cratchery, what's up? How's it going, man? So we are talking about, again, this is in response to, Rob's, because, I remember social media going out that day. Facebook was out, Instagram was out, and I told myself, well, I'm at home. It was my day off when that was going down, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna enjoy my day. So what I did was I actually went and I took my dog for a walk at the park. I actually found time to actually take some old clothes and shoes, etc., and I went and I actually donated that to Goodwill. So you guys have no clue, or a lot of people have no clue what they can do with their constructive time if they actually just get off their phone for at least a couple of hours out of the day. You know what I mean? It's not like it's going to kill you if you don't see what this person is updating next. You know what I mean? Or what the next post or meme is going to be. I think that's what's kind of killing it for me when it comes to social media. It's really kind of just changing. It changes the type of person that you are, because you're too focused on what other people are doing around you, when a lot of people are just not focusing on themselves. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a true thing. It's one of those things where, like, I'm just going to use an example. My last relationship, or my last girlfriend, excuse me, and I'm not going to try to say anything too bad here. But when her and I were dating, I noticed towards the end of our relationship that that's all really that she would be doing, was she would just be on her phone, whether it be like on Snapchat, social media, other, social media sites, and she was glued to it. She would be looking at it before she went to bed. She would be looking at it, in the morning when she woke up, and that's all she would do, aside from going to work and doing her day job. I just noticed her doing that. But anyway, it's not just her. A lot of people do that. A lot of people around me do that. I'm not trying to badmouth anyone over here, but I see it at work every day, where you see people. You're sitting at home you're sitting at work and you're on a break, and people, aside from eating their food, they're just on their phones. There's no interaction between anyone from left to right. The older generation of people, yes, you'll see them actually communicating one-on-one with each other. But for the most part, I mean, the younger crowd, and I'm talking about like 30 and under, they don't talk to each other. And I myself have kind of adopted this habit. I try not to do it because I know I'm not one of those people. I know I'm more of a social person when it comes to being around people. So like if I'm sitting next to you and you try talking to me or try to strike up a conversation, I'm going to try talking back to you. You know what I mean? Let's see. Rob Crabtree says he only uses Reddit to browse memes. Only social media I use. I am your ex-girlfriend and I take offense to that. Rob, you are not my ex-girlfriend. All right. But anyway, let's see. Determined Veteran says, we as a society are losing the art of interpersonal skills due to technology. And yes, I'm in the closer to 40 bracket. Great content. Thank you, buddy. I hope you're subscribed to me already, by the way. Normally I'll do tech videos, but I'm trying to do a little bit more live stream and just, get comfortable with my, my social media following here on YouTube. Okay. So, going from there, Instagram is owned by Facebook, et cetera, like that. So, people have to be constantly looking at pictures and I agree. It's changed the way it's, how people communicate with each other as far as their interpersonal skills. Also, I feel like, if you're an Instagram user, for instance, I feel like everyone out there thinks that they have to be the best at taking pictures, or if the young girls out there are, thinking, hey, I have to be posting daily for people to actually care about me, or who the type of person I am, et cetera. And not just these, pictures, but I'm talking about like little boomerangs where they're constantly posting little videos of themselves, or they have to go live every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they need some sort of solidification or reassurance that people are following them. And that's just not how it should be. If you're a good person and you come from a good background or whatever, people that are going to like you no matter what, no matter what you do. I mean, even if you do something bad, if you have a following, people are still going to follow you no matter what. Ooh, I'm getting notifications on my phone here, guys. Give me 1 second while I check this. Okay, sorry, I was just responding to a friend over here. Naturally. All right, sorry. So thanks for weighing in on the chat, Rob Crabtree. You've been a fan of mine for quite a while, so I want to again thank you guys for being here. Rose Gotcha says, I agree. Social media can change you to the point where you're not you and just not you. And that's true. Okay. So social media nowadays, I mean, obviously it involves certain type of trends also. So you're seeing people dress differently, and you see a lot of things that make you want to do things differently, as far as yourself goes. So, I've seen it where like someone will dress up a certain way or have a specific type of style, and I'm just like, damn, like I wish I looked like that. So for instance, like my hair looks like trash right now, probably, right? But the reason why I cut my hair now this way is because of little things that I see on social media. You know what I mean? Other than that, though, I know this probably doesn't look good to a lot of people. I can't believe I'm saying that, right? Because I'm dissing myself here, but the cooler looking hairstyles, the nicer dressly clothed people obviously get more attention than people that don't. So it's like, well, if what am I doing wrong? Like I feel like social media in a sense kind of teaches us what not to do, because I guess this is the way society is conforming. Thanks, Rose, Gotcha, and Sketch. Woo. Thanks for the compliment on the hair, by the way. It's messy. I was at work all day. There's like hardly any gel in it or any product right now. So I mean, it really just it changes the type of person you are, and it really kind of makes you think that you need things that you don't need, and that you want things that you don't want actually want. You know what I mean? So I think at the end of the day, social media, it could be a good thing. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like me communicating here with you guys on YouTube and talking about important subjects. And again, this is in response to Tito Escobar's, uh, you know, post from a few days ago. He actually made a post where it was kind of like a post, but it was also a little bit of a rant. And I hope that he sees this later to watch it. But I kind of agree. I really agree with him that like a lot of people don't know what to do when it comes to not having anything else to do but social media. I mean, giving himself an example, like he has kids, so he went out and probably did stuff with his kids. Me myself, I have a job. I have 3 dogs. You can see one of the dogs here in the background, and one of my other dogs is around here somewhere. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. So on my days off, I try to take my dogs out and just do things with them. You know what I mean? This is Coco, by the way. Say hi to Coco. She's a little chiquitita. She wants to lick me. She likes to be on the camera, by the way. But anyway, so I mean, aside from just staying more productive and doing things like actually, like college students, for example, study or go out and actually talk to people. You know what I mean? Like I think that instead of just communicating via apps like Tinder, Bumblebee, Facebook, like go out and actually meet people in person. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I think that you know, there's a thing out there, and this is something I learned when I was going to college, when I was taking one of my communication courses called Mean World Syndrome. Okay, and I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but it's basically a theory. In this, I think I learned this in a communication theory class or something like that. That what you see on TV is what you think that the world actually is. So, like, let's say, for instance, you guys are watching like Law and Order SVU, right? And you see a lot of that, right? Let me get it back into the shot over here so that you guys can see my dog. Hold on, let me see if I can move this. How's the audio, guys? By the way, can you guys hear me? Okay, like, is everything good? Okay, so again, if you watch a lot of Law and Order or like murder type mystery shows, you're gonna think that if you go out by yourself, that someone's gonna kidnap you and they're gonna do ugly things to you, right? Which that's not really the case, and it's rare that stuff like that actually happens. And it's kind of sad, of course, obviously, if you watch the news, like whatever, CNN, Fox News, whatever, stuff does happen, right? And we want to prevent and protect ourselves from audio is good to go. All right, thanks, man. So we want to protect ourselves and we want to make sure nothing happens to us, but at the same time, don't put yourself in a situation where that'll happen to you. Obviously you don't want to meet someone in an undisclosed location, where no one's going to be able to see you or whatever. Let somebody know where you're going. You know what I mean? Common sense, like tell your mom or dad, or tell a friend, tell your brother and sister, hey, I'm going over here. If you don't hear back from me, call me or text me just to make sure that I'm okay. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Stuff where people will actually know that you're gone and doing something. You know what I mean? And the fact is, like, again, this mean world syndrome makes us think that the world is unsafe. You know what I mean? And yes, there's a lot of crap going on in parts of the world where we can't control, obviously. All we can do is just, be good people and hope that nothing happens. You know what I mean? You have 5 dogs, and I'm back. I didn't even know you were gone, Rose. Gotcha, but thanks for joining in. This is Coco, by the way. She's a little chubster. Look at that. You can see her fatness over here. She's showing off her her nipples over here. But anyway, let's see. My thought about posting something on social media is if you wouldn't show your grandmother, then don't post. Come on, sense of good judgment. Okay, so determined veteran. Thanks again for bringing out such just good points over here. You're contributing to this stream really good, by the way. So I appreciate that. So yes, there's so many people that just kind of post their dirty laundry all the time, and it gets really annoying. Okay, now I get when people want to share like accomplishments or their daily routine, I guess. You know what I mean? Like for example, I know a lot of fitness people that like to, go work out, and they like to post pictures, and that stuff is fine. I mean, it gives me motivation to want to go work out and do things, but you know what I mean? But there's also the other type of people that use social media that just use it to get people to feel sorry for them. You know what I mean? They're constantly posting like, oh, my boyfriend or my girlfriend did this, or they're more of the ranting type of people that they're just really either not happy with their life or something like that. And I get it. I mean, there's times in my life where I've wanted to break down and post something really long and just something that where people can read it and then they could feel for me and maybe reach out to me. But at the same time, I know it's not a good idea because first of all, like I don't want people knowing my personal business too much unless you and I are actually good friends. Because I mean, there's times where you're gonna feel alone, but you know what? Go talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Go talk to your parents, your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt and uncle. Someone is gonna understand. You know what I mean? Your siblings. Your best friend about it. Like you don't go air out your dirty laundry, and then don't go make people look bad either. You know what I mean? I mean, again, yes, I know there's people out there that they lie, they cheat, they steal, etc. like that, and it's just. But don't go posting your every little detail about it. You know what I mean? Just say if anything, just say something bad happened to me. If you guys want to know what's going on, DM me. That's it. You know what I mean? Okay, so Space Turds, you're so handsome. Thanks, Space Turds. That's a good compliment, I guess. But anyway, so it's just one of those things where, man, like why do people have to consistently, post their dirty laundry, and just vice versa? I want to know. Like, I mean, I guess now to me, like when I'm logging into Facebook, I like I told you guys earlier, I had like close to 1,000 people. I went and deleted like half the people that night. Half the people I haven't talked to like in 10 years. Okay. So I was like, you know what? Me and these people don't have any type of personal connection. I don't talk to them personally. Whether we're friends or we met somewhere along the lines when it came to school or work. If they haven't tried to keep in contact with me, and I even made a post about it. I was like, I'm sorry. I know this sounds really cliche, but if you don't like this post or comment, I'm going to delete you. So that's basically what I did. I was just like, no, and I did it. I think only about 50 people out of like that 900 to 1,000 people liked my status. So I actually went and I had to kind of weed out a lot of people, and I just deleted, and that was that. I wasn't hesitant to do it just because, and I don't feel bad, you know what I mean, for the most part, because if these people wanted to be in my life, I would have kept them in my life. I would have, or they would have wanted to keep me in their life by contacting me and trying to be my friend or something like that. And I'm not saying that that makes me a bad person for wanting to delete them, etc. But yeah. Hold on, I'm responding to people over here. Let's find out what's going on. All right. Hold on. Okay. But anyway, let's see. Space Church says, I think a lot of people share their dirty laundry on Facebook because of the instant gratification. You can post it and hear back from multiple people within seconds. And it's true. There's always people on Facebook. And I think that instant gratification, creates endorphins just like anything does. Like if you eat chocolate or if you kiss somebody or if you hold somebody's hand, it it gives you a kind of a sense of pride or some sort of sense of something. You know what I mean? Where it gives you a sense that people actually care. You know what I mean? And I see that a lot. I see a lot of my friends. They're just usually posting again memes or stupid things, and I'll like it or I'll leave a little reacting just because I thought something was funny. And it's rare that I see someone actually make like a legit post about something that's that has to just do with them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like I had a bad day or something. And again, like that's not that don't air your dirty laundry. But I'm just saying, like for the most part, well, like social media nowadays, it's not really anything. Like I can't be proud to say that I'm a social media user nowadays because I do use it. I use Facebook, and I'm constantly logging on to. I don't know if you guys have heard of YouTube Creator Studio, right? So YouTube Creator Studio. Let me see if I can show you guys really quick of what it is. And it's this app right here. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's this app basically, and it's basically a dashboard that tells me, who's watching my videos or how many views I get a day. And it's more of an analytical thing for me so that I can keep up to date on how many new subscribers I'm getting and whatnot. Okay, Rose Gotcha says sometimes people won't get noticed and sometimes they can be lies. Okay, so yeah, people don't get noticed. I mean, I can tell you firsthand that there's been times where I've made posts and it could just be like a picture about me, okay? Picture about me. But anyway, so I'll post a picture or whatever, and yes, I'll get a decent amount of likes or whatever, or maybe even comments. But let's say if I post a picture about my dog or my freaking cat, for instance, my cat gets like twice the likes and the comments than I would. It's like, dude, come on! Like I'm the one that posted the picture of the cat and dog. Let's see. Rose Gotcha says wants. You want my dog? All right, you can have her here. Here. You can have my dog, okay? But anyways, I mean, for the most part, again, people again need that instant gratification, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's really tough to actually get to know and meet people nowadays. I think because there's just so many people out there, and you don't. Again, I think that mean world syndrome, it kind of kicks back because people are afraid to go out and put themselves out there, but they're also afraid to go out and meet people and actually build a relationship. I feel like that whatever they think that they're posting on Twitter or Facebook is what you should think of a relationship is nowadays, I guess. And sorry, my words are like really, really bad right now, but for the most part, I don't know. This was just kind of a random video, guys. And let's see, want to get noticed. You want to get noticed and not want. Okay, so okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, and that's true. Space Turds, thanks very much, by the way. I was thinking about this all day today when I was at work, and, I had watched Rob's video. And let me see if I can actually link up Rob's video. Hold on, I'm going to put my dog down over here really quick. Ugh. Okay, sorry, dog, go away. Okay, I just kind of chunked her. Don't worry. There's a recliner back here, and I threw her on top of that. But I want to see if I'm going to probably try to link up Rob's video just because he had some good points when it came to his actual video, and I want to share that. I want to give him a shout out. Okay, let me see if I can find his video really quick. I'm gonna click his channel and I'm gonna copy the link and I'm gonna go ahead and post it here for you guys. Okay. All right, so you guys check out Rob's channel and check out his video if you guys get the chance. He has some good content. Also, he's also a fellow tech reviewer. So let's see. I am getting more. Yes. Okay, I'm just getting some messages from friends. So anyway, again, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be continuing to do this live stream much longer, just because. Space Church says, "What do you think of apps like Tinder, Grindr, etc.? Do you qualify them as social media?" No, not really. I mean, I guess you can kind of categorize them into social media because, I mean, if you think about it, those specific apps, for instance, it does have a description of who you are, for instance. So like it'll tell you, oh, this is this person's name, this is where they're from, and whatever little info that they want to add. But it's more of a meet and greet app, I would say, rather than social media, because you're not seeing this other person's friends or anything like that, or you're not seeing all of that. So for me, I guess I would probably not consider it social media. It's more of just a meet and greet app, in my opinion, and it's to meet people. And there's nothing wrong with using those types of apps. Yes, me personally, I've used them in the past. I haven't had much luck with them, obviously. But over the past year, since I've been out of my last relationship, I've tried using a few of those apps, and I have met a few people from those apps, and for the most part, they're not horrible apps, but at the same time, it's a hit or miss. You either start talking to someone and you like them, they become your friend, and so forth. If that happens, if you build a relationship off that. If not, what a lot of people do nowadays is they'll meet someone there, they'll talk to them, they might go out with them, but if they don't like that person, they just delete them, or they, what the term is called, ghost, I guess. They'll ghost that person, and I don't think that's cool that people do that. I think that if you don't like someone, and personally, or if you think that it's not going to work between those two that have met, just say so. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, I'm sorry. I'm not interested. I think you're cool, but you're not the one, obviously, right? Ted Mosby style, for instance, right? Take a sip of my drink here. Well, thanks for the compliment. And you know what I mean? For me specifically, I work a lot, and there's really just not enough time for me to actually go out and enjoy myself sometimes. So I think that's probably why I have not had any type of luck on these type of apps. And I'm hoping that eventually that I do meet the right person, etc., like that. And whether it be through that type of app, or just the old fashioned way of actually going out and meeting someone. I hope that works out for me. But in the meantime, you know all I'm gonna do is just focus on myself, and that's it. You know what I mean? Rose Gotcha says Tinder can be dangerous because the people are not who they say they are. Okay, I have not met anyone from Tinder, so I can't really compare, or give you an example. I've used other dating apps though, and for the most part, I mean, some people are who they say they are. Obviously, some people are fake. You have to be really careful with when it comes to apps like that, because it could be you could be getting catfished or something like that, to the point where you're gonna end up going somewhere and you're not going to meet the person you saw in that picture. So you just don't be too gullible when it comes to apps like that. For me personally, I've experienced a lot of spam bots that will message me personally saying like, "Oh, want to hook up tonight," or this and that, and it's just really kind of annoying that the internet is kind of imploded by all these bad users now, I guess. You know what I mean? Or fake people. Let's see. Space Turd says you'll find a great guy or girl soon. I'm into the ladies, okay? So, but thanks for the compliment there, okay? Hey, what's up, bro? No Life 2692 just got on. Can't be on too long. What's up, No Life? How's it going, brother? I don't know. I'm just live streaming here, talking about the I guess just how dependent people have become on social media on when it comes to being entertained. I guess being on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. People you spend so many hours a day now just looking at their phone. It's kind of ridiculous how much people are actually how much time people are wasting when they could be using all of that other time to be productive. So like one week, I don't know if you guys are aware, but like Apple phones, for instance, has this thing where it'll tell you how many minutes or hours you use on a specific app per week. What's up, Live by Tech? How you doing? So one week I got an actual I got a report on my phone saying that basically that I wasted about, I think, 25 hours just using my phone when it came to these specific apps. And I was like, 25 hours? Oh my God. Like I could get another part-time job and be making money rather than just being on my phone all freaking day. You know what I mean? Let's see. No Life says I use social media to make calls with friends and family, and I was talking about that earlier. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what a lot of people use social media for. They just use it to keep close to their friends and family. And like, I have nothing against that. But again, I'm just kind of ranting about that Facebook outage that happened about a week ago. And people were kind of going crazy over it. People were like, what's going on Facebook, or what's happening with Instagram? Let's see. Rose Gotcha says, for all you know, you could think you're talking to someone's age, when in reality you can be talking to someone else who is way older than you. Yeah, so live by text. So like, my parents were talking to me about. I was talking to my parents the other day, and I was talking to them about my YouTube channel, and like, how I want it to grow. Obviously, I want this specific channel to continue to grow, but at the same time, like, YouTube's algorithm is just so bad, in my opinion. I just don't know like how it's gonna work for me specifically. But my dad just says, just work harder. You know what I mean? And those are very true words. I kind of have to, like, not just listen to him, but I have to kind of try to motivate myself to try to continue to build this specific YouTube channel, because I do want to be, eventually, if I can one day, I want to be a content creator that can do this full time, and I can quit my day job and just put out videos for you guys, either daily or whatever. I wish it was like me. I wish I was in the Casey Neistat's position, where you've made it and you have 11 million subs. Look at what's going on with PewDiePie right now. He just hit 90 million, guys. I don't know if you guys know who PewDiePie is, right? Obviously, people don't know who PewDiePie is. He's the most subscribed guy on YouTube, and him and I can't help but watch him in his battle with T-Series, which is another YouTube channel based in India, and it's more of a music and movie YouTube channel for people that live in India. But that YouTube channel also hit 90 million subscribers also. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, PewDiePie gets the amount of subscribers I do it for my entire lifetime in like an hour. He can probably go and hit 8,000 in like an hour. You know what I mean? And over the past couple of weeks, he's already gone up a couple of million, which is just ridiculous. And I'm just like, damn, like, how can I get on that level? You know what I mean? Let's see. No Life says, oh yeah, he's like, I forgot about the outage, just like YouTube was down for a little bit where people were mad about it. I remember when YouTube went down. I was kind of laughing about it. I was like, damn, I can't go live tonight. You know what I mean? Or for me, I guess I was more upset because I couldn't watch I could not watch my favorite YouTubers. For me, my favorite YouTubers are guys like Marquez, MKBHD or whatever, Peter McKinnon, who else? Kinotika, which is photography, Potato Jet, Casey Neistat, etc. I just follow several YouTube channels, and a lot of them. Determined Veteran got to sign off. Keep grinding. Thanks, buddy. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you can, share my channel, man. I would appreciate that, okay? And continue to like my videos, by the way. That helps me. But anyway, so yeah, I was upset about it, but at the same time, I was like, wow, like, have I become this dependent on YouTube as well, to where I can't go and watch something else like on Netflix or Hulu, you know what I mean? Or I can't just get up and go do something, like go for a walk for at least like 30 minutes, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, man, like, we're upset because YouTube is not making or YouTube isn't working right now. And I remember posting about it on Twitter a couple times as well. So wow, I've been going on for about 40 minutes already. Crazy, guys. All right, hold on. While you guys are asking the next set of questions, I'm going to go ahead and check my social media. Not my social media, but some questions here. Okay, you should do that. All right, sorry, I'm just responding to some friends here. Let's see, Juan Abernathy. Hey, Juan, what's going on, man? I spend more time on YouTube than Netflix or cable. I've been trying to get back into using YouTube a little more. I do have Netflix. I have Hulu. I pay for cable as well. I'm paying for a lot of stuff, right? YouTube has a lot of good stuff, though. I mean, I know that YouTube's also offering its premium service. I mean, formerly known as YouTube Red, I guess, but now they just call it, I guess, YouTube Premium, I guess, because of RedTube.com, right? But anyway, uh, I love YouTube, but at the same time, I know I'm not going to be able to find everything that I want to see. So I do enjoy watching Netflix and Hulu because there's a different. That to me that's a different type of entertainment. Okay. Yeah, you can watch. You can download content to watch offline later. Yeah. That's one thing I like about YouTube. I don't know if Hulu does that, but if you ever go on trips and stuff like that, and you're not able to uh, live stream something or stream something on your phone, you can just download a couple of movies or videos before you take the trip. That way you don't have to, uh, you know, be using your data or Wi-Fi, etc., like that. Let's see. Juan Abernathy says, "I will have to try that. Try it out, man. See how that goes." But anyways, I mean, for the most part, yeah, I've really been enjoying YouTube over the past. I've been using YouTube, guys, since like 2005, honestly. Since I was about 19 or 20. I'm gonna be 33 now, guys. Right? YouTube's been around since those little mid 2000 era, and for the most part, I've been using it, and I've seen how it's kind of changed and evolved into what it is now. It's crazy. Like I remember back then, I was telling people like, man, I was like, YouTube should have a live stream feature, and then finally, eventually, it did. Obviously, right? Because there were websites like Ustream.com, Justin.tv, which is now Twitch. You know what I mean? Just other websites where you could actually go and like do live streams. And I was like, why doesn't YouTube like do that? You know what I mean? Vice versa. Let's see. Rose Gotcha says, I'm going to go. If you're still streaming, I'll be back later. Okay, Rose Gotcha, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking my video, by the way. No Life says, I am cheap student. YouTube is free, is why I use it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Kevin Breeze, what's up, Kevin Breeze? Thanks for joining in on my channel, by the way. I hope you and Stefan had fun at Mobile World Congress this year, man. And I'm glad that your content is continuing to be pour out there, and that your channel is continuing to grow, man. Me definitely, like, I CV Tech the other night just hit 20,000 subs, and I was like, damn, like I would be so happy to just hit 10,000 subscribers, man. Like I would be so happy to hit even like 10,000. You know what, man? I wish I could, man. If I could get away from my job or whatever. One convention I do want to hit up is CES, actually, because at least that's in the States. I don't want to have to go overseas, at least not right now, right? Let's see. Live by Texas. Did you catch my last live feed? I had over 5K people watching, a total of 30K in 2 hours. No, dude, I did not. But man, that's freaking crazy if you hit that much, dude. I mean, congrats on that, man. I know your other Live by Tech. I know you have another YouTube channel that is doing really well. So that's pretty crazy to have that many people. Let's see. No Life. Are you be going to a fan expo for the summer? No Life. No Life. Which fan expo are you talking about? I know there's one in San Antonio. But also there is Collector Mania down here in the RGV. So Kevin, if I can afford to go to Vegas, man, or you and Stefan, man, I want to get on y'all's level over here. And eventually, hopefully that's the case. Someone buy my crap so I can have money, or someone share my videos on Reddit so I can become YouTube famous. I want to become famous, right? So I don't have to, so I can quit my job, man. I wish I could quit my job. Kevin Breeze, you made a pretty good point. I follow you on Twitter also, so you'll notice that I'm the guy liking all your stuff, right? On Twitter. I think he made a post the other day about, someone kind of commenting on them bashing YouTubers for that being their full-time, moneymaker or job, you know what I mean? And I thought I was like, wow, like why would someone belittle someone for having, the power to have that type of freedom, you know what I mean? People don't believe in this type of thing when it comes to, making money from YouTube is basically digital marketing. I mean, but you're marketing yourself as the person, right? So if you have a big enough following, why the heck not? You know what I mean? I mean, if I had a big enough following and I could quit my day job, I would totally do it 24 hours. Well, hello. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm responding to your friend. Okay, hold on. No, that's nothing. Okay. No Life says a mine anime. I don't know what you said. Bro, always be real on YouTube, and people will show up and watch you. I mean, I try, man. I mean, with especially with these little live streams that I do, I try to be as real as I can be. Again, social media can be a little bit taxing at times. I get it when content creators and whether it be YouTubers or people that are consistently posting on Instagram, they get burned out. You know what I mean? I mean, Kevin Breeze can probably attest that he's not always pumping out videos every single day. You know what I mean? Putting together videos and putting together content takes time. People don't realize how much time and effort it does to create a video, especially if you guys are actually taking the time to shoot, edit, and do things with the video. You know what I mean? Me, for instance, like, yes, I'm live streaming right now, but for the most part, I'm interacting with you guys and I have a topic to talk about. So I mean, there's just little things, but for someone to go and belittle someone when it comes to doing something like this, I think it's just really because they're jealous. You know what I mean? Let's see. Do you ever wait, okay, hold on. Do you ever batch record videos? I usually try to do that. I'm not familiar with the term batch record, man. You might have to familiarize myself with that. Batch record, like take multiple videos at once or multiple angles. Is that what you mean? Because that's what I'm taking from that. No Life has to go to sleep. He has school in the morning, but awesome live stream. Okay, No Life, we will see you, and thanks for joining in. Live by Tech knows what's up because he's also a YouTuber. Oh, okay. I've tried doing that in the past. Not so much when I'm doing cell phone review videos. I know I've watched a few Stefan videos where he'll have like an over the head shot and he'll have like a few side angle shots. To me, I mean, I guess I don't have the equipment to do that. First of all, I mean, yes, I have my DSLR and I could probably record like a different angle with one of my cell phones or whatever. But I guess I tried not to do that. I guess just because video editing, when you're putting the videos together, when you're trying to auto sync all the audio and everything like that, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Although I know Adobe Premiere has this feature where you can nest all the videos and it'll sync everything up. So I have not tried using that feature though, but no, I don't really do batch videos. Kevin, you doing good, bro? Keep it up. Live by Tech, man. I've got a few famous YouTubers over here, guys, and and they watch me. So guys, I want to give you guys a shout out first of all because I know y'all have a lot more productive things to do with your time, probably. I'm sure. Than to watch a low life YouTuber like me, right? And I just want to thank you all. I mean, you guys are always giving encouraging words to me, especially now. I mean, I know you guys are not always on my live streams, obviously, but when you guys join in, whether it be Kevin or Tech Right or even Magic Tech, sometimes will pop into my feed. CV Tech will also join in. Tito, you guys are my peers, and even though we've never met in real life, I would love to just chill and hang out and have a cool hangout with one of you guys one of these days. You know what I mean? And just have a chit chat and do collab videos. Like I wish I could do collab videos with people that I live close by. I know Live by Tech. I know you're in Houston or somewhere in northern Texas. Live by Tech says I'm editing right now and watching you. Good. See, awesome. So he's doing he's kicking butt at and continuing to put content out, and yet he's still watching me at the same time. So that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah, we all got to meet up in real life. Where do you live? Like, I live in Texas, man. I'm in Texas, but I'm at the bottom portion of Texas. I live in the Rio Grande Valley, which is at the very bottom, not even maybe like 15, 20 miles away from Mexico, dude, honestly. So, crap, forgot to ask. All right, sorry. I have a friend messaging me. Kevin says I'm editing right now too. Damn, what the heck, man? So So for me right now, since you guys are watching, right, I'm actually thinking about selling the two review units that I have right now, so that I can buy a new tester phone or whatever. And the reason, I haven't been posting a lot of phone content is just because I haven't, had the money. The money's been kind of tight right now, guys. I'll be straight up honest with you. You know what I mean? Aside from, my bills, student loans, my car bills. I'm just trying to save money, and I'm trying to not waste right now. So that's why if you ever see me on Twitter posting to companies like Umidigi or whatever about sending me a phone, or even if it's just jokingly, you know what I mean. It's because I cannot afford the phone right now, and I really want to test something out. But I was super grateful that they sent me the new Mobile G3 Plus. I have it there in the background, sitting on that little desk back there. And I was just like, wow, like they sent me this phone, like this company who doesn't even know who the person I am, sent me almost a $250 phone, and I was lucky to review it. So, but I think it's cool that you guys are, again, watching my stream while editing. But I guess, guys, I think that'll probably end my response to, let's see. You sold your G3 Plus on eBay for 179. That's a good deal, man. I'm thinking about listing mine up. The reason why I haven't done it yet is because I'm liking it as a backup phone for now, at least, and I do have a SIM card in it. Excuse me. I do have a SIM card running Mint Mobile, and I do plan to make at least one more video on that. And not so much the phone, but the actual service itself. So that's why I have not tried to get rid of that phone just yet. But we'll see how that goes, man. I mean, people are weird, I guess. And right now, now that the phone's on sale, I probably won't get what you got for it. But I mean, we'll see. Maybe I can at least get like a good 150. It's in excellent condition. Okay. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and probably finish up the live stream. If you guys can share this video on your social media channels for me, that would be very awesome. People will hopefully get it some more hits and likes, and we'll see how that goes from there. So again, guys, this is Mike from B-Tech Reviews signing off. Thank you all for watching my video. Again, y'all have a good night. And if you guys watch this later on and you weren't able to hit the live stream, comment below. Give me your thoughts and opinions on, day-to-day life when it comes to social media. Does social media, consume too much of our lives nowadays? Are we wasting too much time, etc., like that? So again, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next stream. Y'all have a good night. Okay.